Take a look at what happened.
Unless you've literally been living underneath a rock for the last 2 weeks, you've probably heard about the attack that was made on the former President of America, Donald Trump. It is without a question that this event stunned the entire world, let alone the leading Republican nominee Donald Trump himself and his family. But how did this happen? Who was the shooter and what were his motives? Was this actually just a one-off event, or are there darker systems at play? All this and more as we deep dive into this crazy historical event. On the 13th of July 2024, in Butler, Pennsylvania, Republican leader Donald Trump was giving a scheduled speech at a campaign rally for the upcoming presidential election. What was odd though was that 2 Secret Service sniper teams could be seen quickly stationing themselves behind Donald Trump midway through his speech. This movement occurred just 2 minutes before gunshots would be fired at the rally, and was done so to obtain a clear view of the suspected threat, who was later revealed to be Matthew Thomas Cooks. The attack unfolded as follows. Trump was conducting his speech in this area of the facility, while the suspect, Matthew Thomas Cooks, managed to weasel his way onto a roof of another building that was less than 150 meters, or 450 feet, away from Trump's podium. The building had a clear line of sight toward the former president. The sniper teams were stationed on 2 buildings behind the podium, with one team on the north roof and the other on the south roof. It still remains unclear whether or not these teams were setting up for the first time or repositioning themselves because of the evident threat. What was even more alarming was that, just a few moments before the shooting commenced, attendees could be heard saying that they saw someone with a gun. He's got a gun! While Trump was still speaking, it was clear to see that the sniper teams were hesitant to open fire on the unknown target. It is speculated that this hesitation might stem from the fact that if they had shot, and the person ended up being an innocent bystander, their lives would be ruined. This hesitation would lead to the first shot, which would graze Donald Trump's ear. As more shots were taken, Trump seemed to be fairly confused to begin with, but quickly ducked down to avoid being hit again. Secret Service agents rushed to cover Trump from any further gunfire. After about 30 seconds, and with clearance from other security personnel, Trump was escorted to his armored vehicle. Before leaving the stage though, Trump decided to pose for what is arguably one of the most historic pictures of recent history. He was also seen shouting the words "Fight, fight, fight," while pumping out his fist as to signify that he is not going anywhere, anytime soon. I personally do not associate myself with American politics, but I too have to admit that this was definitely quite the power play from Trump, especially considering he was just a couple of inches away from fading out of existence. Unfortunately though, some spectators did not share the same fortune that Trump had, with one person being fatally wounded and 2 others in critical condition. The suspect was also shot and fatally wounded, according to the FBI. Well, here's what we know about the now deceased shooter, Matthew Thomas Cooks. The 20-year-old suspect attempted to off the former president on the 13th of July 2024. The young man had an AR assault rifle and managed to fire off at least 4 shots in the direction of Donald Trump, before being taken out by a Secret Service sniper. In a briefing on the 14th of July 2024, the FBI stated that Crooks' recent communications provided limited insights, revealing nothing about his motive or any accomplices. However, it is believed that answers may be hidden in Crooks' mobile, which the FBI has shipped to its lab in Virginia. Crooks resided in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, which was about an hour's drive south of where the rally was hosted in Butler. Matthew Thomas Crooks graduated from Bethel Park High School in 2022 and had little social media presence or record of political activism.
He was quiet, but he was just bullied. He was bullied so much. He'd wear hunting outfits sometimes.
Pennsylvania voting records indicate that he was a registered Republican, the party that Trump represents. Though, on Joe Biden's inauguration day, a Federal Election Commission record showed that Crooks donated $15 to the Democratic Aligned Progressive Turnout Project. He apparently had a Discord account, which is a messaging and video call app. A Discord spokesman noted he hadn't posted in months, and the platform removed his account based on its off-platform behavior policy. Crooks's father, who actually owned the gun, assumed his son just went down to the gun range but grew worried when he couldn't reach him, as per sources familiar with the investigation. He called the police after hearing about the shooting. The FBI also confirmed Crooks was not on their radar as a potential threat, and that Crooks showed no signs of mental health issues. Though apparently he was going through some gender identity issues, which could be interpreted as mental imbalance. The real reasons are yet to be revealed, but there are some theories that are doing the rounds on the internet. The most outlandish of theories was that the whole thing was staged by Trump's own administration. The main evidence supporting this theory is that Trump had some of the most elite and well-trained security personnel in the entire world. And the suspect had quite a long period of time to attack, considering he was spotted beforehand.
There he is right there.
Where?
Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
While this theory does hold some weight, even the most well-trained individuals can buckle under the pressure, and there might have also been a lack of clear communication between security personnel. I personally think that this theory is nonsense. The fact of the matter is Trump did actually get shot. Also, the suspect just seemed to be an unfortunate soul, looking to gain some notoriety instead of leading a meaningless life. The second most popular theory is that the Biden administration ordered a hit on Trump. There is speculation that an inside man or woman could have been the root of this cause. The main evidence that conspiracy theorists are using to support this claim is the fact that a woman by the name of Janine DiGiuseppe can be seen behind Trump allegedly giving the suspect instructions. Now you might think, so what? Well, this woman is actually an FBI assistant director, which is obviously highly suspicious to say the least. Once again though, it would be outlandish to assume a political administration would go to such lengths to ascertain victory. And even though this particular case is highly coincidental, no one should assume anything until the truth is revealed. The last main conspiracy behind the shooting is that a popular YouTuber by the name of Demolition Ranch had a big effect on the suspect, which may have led to the tragic event. These suspicions were brought to light due to the fact that the suspect was wearing one of the channel's branded t-shirts at the time of the shooting. Since then, Matt Carricker, the owner of the popular YouTube channel with over 11 million subscribers, has come out and condoned Crooks' actions and that he has never preached violence on his channel, even though it revolves around testing weapons.
We really don't talk about politics at all. We keep politics out of it. For one, it's not my bread and butter, but also I don't feel the need to impose my political views and beliefs on other people. And so we generally just stay away from the topic of politics. However, we were obviously kind of thrust into the conversation after last weekend. So before I go any further, to the family of the victim who died during the Trump shooting, man, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's terrible, and I hate that happened to him and to you guys. And wishing you guys the best from here.
Trump himself has spoken out since the attack, highlighting how lucky he was and how grateful he is to still be around. Trump also seemed to be still visibly shaken, and although he spoke with his usual confidence, you could tell he was still on edge.
I'm not supposed to be here tonight. Not supposed to be here.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Thank you. But I'm not. And I'll tell you, I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
Other political leaders and high-profile people came out to support Trump as well. Biden himself said,
"There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this." And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies.
Former President Barack Obama also stated, "There's absolutely no place for political violence in our democracy. Although we don't yet know what happened, we should all be relieved that former President Trump wasn't seriously hurt, and use this moment to recommit ourselves to civility and respect in our politics." Michelle and I are wishing him a quick recovery. Elon Musk also said that the last time America had a candidate this tough was Theodore Roosevelt. Former Vice President Mike Pence stated, "Karen and I are praying for President Trump and urge every American to join us." Many others have supported Trump in this time, with people like Conor McGregor, Andrew Tate, Caitlyn Jenner, and Logan Paul all taking to social media to voice their support. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for similar content. Who would you like to see next? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay quixotic.